Jocelyn Flores. Shit put me to sleep. Depressing ass music, bruh. I was playing his depressing, Bart Simpson edit music. Cause that was my shit. Now, all I really listen to is, like, his other stuff. Anything that's not depressing, but that was the only thing that put me to sleep for a while, so I would listen to XXXTentacion to fall asleep, and then he fucking died. He died, and it put me right back into psychosis because I was like, they got him. I don't know, I was literally insane, okay? I was not right in the head at this point. I had convinced myself the shadow people killed XXXTentacion because they don't want me to go to sleep. But also, they wanted me to go to sleep because they were trying to kill me. I don't fucking know. It didn't make sense. I was 12 and experiencing psychosis, okay? So, I don't know what I was thinking. And... oh, these fucking puzzles, goddammit. I fucking hate that TikTok Live be making me do a puzzle in the middle of my live. Like, what the fuck? Get out of here. Why do I have to do a puzzle? Why do I have to do a fucking puzzle? Why can't I unfilter comments? What the hell? But, eventually, I was able to sleep again. I almost died doing that. And also during this time, I'm from New York, biker, hippie, adult actor. It's crazy work. Anyways. Also, when I was younger, I was convinced that my reflection was trying to kill me. I don't know how I convinced myself this. I just convinced myself that God, my dog scared the shit out of me. I convinced myself that my reflection was trying to kill me, and I was really scared, because I was terrified of mirrors. I've always been terrified of mirrors, because I have experienced some things, some spiritual things with mirrors. Like, I've told this story a million times, but there's new people on my live every day, so... basically, when I was younger, me and my... You know how if you look in a mirror for too long, you start to hallucinate? Well, me and my cousin, when we were younger, we really found that entertaining. And so we would stare in a mirror for the longest and hallucinate. And we just looked at the hallucinations and we thought it was cool. But there was this one hallucination that started not becoming a hallucination. We would see him in the mirror and then he would show up behind me. His name was Sammy, and he was a shadow person, and we spoke to him. He was our friend. And we both remember seeing him. So it wasn't just me. Alright, guys, you can call me crazy, but you're gonna have to call both of us crazy, because we both remember seeing him. And I'm not the only one. Everyone in my family has seen shadow people, and people, it's this one specific, my childhood home. I don't see them anymore. I only see them when I go to that house. So I know I'm not crazy, because if I was crazy, I would be seeing them all the time, but I've never seen one in this house. This is my new house. I moved here like 3 years ago. But in my childhood home, I saw them all the fucking time. I talked to them, like, it was real. Trust, it was real. And I wasn't the only one who saw them, but that's what really made me afraid of mirrors. That's what really kickstarted my fear of mirrors, and I thought mirrors are portals. I still think they're portals, because I can't really explain that. I don't know what happened when I was a kid, but it happened. That's all I know. But, fuck. I'm trying to do my eyeliner. This is gonna be really hard. But that's why I'm afraid of mirrors. And I think that's why I was convincing myself that my reflection wasn't actually me and it was someone else and it was trying to kill me. Mind you, my family did not give two fucks at all. Like, I would tell them, I'd be like, guys, people are trying to kill me. And they'd be like, you're delusional. And they'd laugh. Like, I vividly remember telling my grandma that. I told my grandma, I was like, Grandma, can I tell you something? And she's like, yeah, of course. And I was like, there's people trying to kill me. My reflection is trying to kill me, and there's people in the woods, and they're trying to kill me. And she was like, you're delusional. And I was like, what does that mean? And she was like, it means you're crazy. And she laughed. And I was like, Grandma, they're trying to kill me. Like, take this seriously, please. She did not give a fuck, bro. She did not care. She was like, girl, I don't know if she thought I was lying or what. But I was being, like, so dead serious when I told her that. And she was just calling me delusional. Like, yeah, I am delusional. Take me to the mental hospital. I was losing my fucking mind. I was losing my mind. I fucked up my eyeliner. Bye. What the hell? What am I doing? This eyeliner is so fucking ass. Y'all see how, like, crusty it is? Like, why does it look like that? This is gonna piss me off. What have I done? I need to hurry. I've got to leave soon. But, no, Hispanic people... I'm Hispanic, so... If you're Hispanic, then you also know Hispanic people don't give a fuck about mental illness. It's not real to them. So, and they also don't want to be seen as crazy. I think what it is that they don't want to be labeled as crazy because they're already labeled as crazy because there's this, this stereotype that Hispanic people are crazy, and we are. And it's because we are so afraid of being labeled as crazy that we don't care to get our mental health checked out. So my grandma, not just my grandma, my whole family, they never really took my mental illness seriously. And I begged them, like, because I really wanted to understand why I was so different from everyone else and why I feel so crazy. I really wanted to understand that, and I really wanted help. Like, I did want help. I knew that there was something wrong with me. And everyone else knew, but they did not care. They just did not want, I don't necessarily think that they didn't care. I think they just didn't want me to be crazy. But I am, like, you can't fucking deny it. Like, you can't just ignore it and hope that it goes away. That's just not how it works. But that's how they think it works. Because that's what they did. And they turned out fucking crazy, so. But I think that's why there's a lot of abuse within the Hispanic community. Because they just don't care to get help. They don't want that label on them. They don't want any mental illness labeled on them. Because they don't want to accept that there's something wrong with them. They don't want to accept that they were abused. Man, what is going on with my eyeliner today? What the fuck is it doing? Why does it look like this? Do y'all see that? Why does it look like this? What the fuck? This shit is ass. This is ass. But my mom too, like, she refuses to go. She has never been, well, I don't know if she's ever been to therapy, but she refuses to go to therapy or get a diagnosis for anything. And I know that bitch has fucking autism. But I told her one time, I was like, Mom, I'm almost certain that I have BPD. And I want to get properly diagnosed because I don't want to be left to question myself. I want to know. And she was like, nah. She was like, nah, you don't have that. You don't even have that. And I was like, babe, you haven't even been in my life for a majority of my life. Like, you're always gone. You barely even know me. Actually, how are you gonna sit here and tell me, nah, you're not like that? You don't know what I'm like because you don't know me. I love my mom, but she's never home. She's never been home my whole entire life. Because she's so busy with work and her friends, I guess. She has a really nice job, a really important job, but even when she's off of work, it's not like she's spending time with me. No, she's spending time with her friends. And she's been like that my entire life. I was really raised by my grandparents. But it just pissed me off, bro. Like, how are you gonna tell me? Nah. Like, don't piss me off, bro. You don't even know me. And I hate when I tell someone something about myself and they're like, nah, you're not like that. That's not you. I was telling someone I think I have autism because I'm very convinced that I do have autism, but I have not been diagnosed. So, who knows? But I'm very convinced that I have autism for multiple reasons because I have all the symptoms and I've been researching mental health. I've been researching mental illness for as long as I can remember because, god damn it, I've always been super interested in it. Like, super interested. Because I've always wanted to understand myself better. And I was telling my friend, I was like, I low-key think I have autism. And he was like, listen, I know autistic people, and you're not like them. Don't piss me off. That's not, well, hold up, that's actually, autism is a spectrum, so not every autistic person is going to experience autism the same. There's levels to it. Some people are more high functioning than others, Like, autism is a spectrum, so it's kind of fucked to say that. Kind of pissed me off. And I was like, well, I may or may not have autism, but either way, that's not a great thing to say. And, like, it just pissed me off because, like, you don't even know what I go through on a daily basis. Like, you don't know me like that. So who are you to tell me, that I don't act a certain way? I know how I act. I'm very aware of the way that I act. And I'm very aware of myself. So, I think I know more about American Girl dolls than you do. Well, that just pisses me off when people think that they know me better than I know myself. I know myself. Trust. I know me. I know what I experience. And really, one of the main reasons, I experience, every symptom of autism. Who knows if it's autism? It could be something else. Whatever it is, it's something. I mean, I have been diagnosed with ADHD and BPD and depression, anxiety, whatever, the normal shit. But I think it's more than that. Oh my god, I can't get my eyeliner